What's going on, kings and queens? It's your boy. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all can say it's your boy. I just imagine a crowd of thousands of people say, "Well, it's blessed," right? Listen, I'm telling you, I am so grateful, right? I'm just gonna be real with you. I am super grateful. You may be like, "Will, why are you so grateful for?" Because I'm living. That's the first thing, right? I'm living, right? The second reason why is because my less is rich to somebody else. Now you be like, "Well, what the heck are you talking about?" What I mean by this is that what you're taking for granted, somebody else is praying for. What you're taking for granted, somebody is wishing for. And you got to get to a point where you maximize what you have where you're at. I'll never forget it, man. I was living in an apartment, right? And my boy gave me a spot to lay in, right? Now, here's the crazy thing. During the process, I was homeless. I was bouncing house to house, house to house, house to house. And I'll never forget that my boy opened up his room and he allowed me to be there, and he allowed me to be able to be somewhere comfortable so I didn't have to be on the street or sleep in my 2003 Nissan Maxima. Now, some of y'all heard this before, but I'm getting more in depth in it. Why? Because I want you guys to know that you have been anointed. Listen to me. You have been anointed and you have been called to do what you do. So that means if you're a web developer, you've been called to do it. If you're a graphic, you've been called. If you're a videographer, yep. If you're a photographer, yep. If you're a pastor, if you're a teacher, if you're a student, you've been anointed to do what you do. And here's the thing I need you guys to understand. When I was in that room on the air mattress and I was sleeping in there and I was always praying, I was like, "God, help me, God, help me." And I'll never forget when I looked to the side and I seen these jars of pennies, right? And I'm like, "Yo, I can't do nothing with these pennies. What am I gonna do with that?" And I remember what God said. God said, "I want you to take these pennies, put them in an envelope, bring them to church that Sunday." I kid you not. When I did that and when I got back home, literally that Monday, right after church, Monday, I checked the mailbox. When I checked the mailbox, I had my check retroactive from unemployment that they owed me. Yep, 7 G's. 7 G's. All I did was do what the Lord told me to do. So I'm telling you, the reason why many of y'all are stuck is because you're trying to operate off self. You're trying to operate off of you. You can't do it by yourself. You are not that deep enough to do it. You need a team. You need people who you can count on. And I'm telling you, when I went from wanting to be popular to being anointed, my life shifted. When I went from wanting to be having all these likes and all these followers, I became anointed. And I'm telling you, when you are anointed, there's things that you can do that other people can't do in the way that you do it. Like right now, I'm in my element right now. Right now, the person who's recording is in her element right now. So we get into business. Why? Because we've been anointed and been called to do what we do. And when you do what you do, can't nobody do it the way you do it. So I promise you, when you get to a point in your life where you say, "I'm sick and tired of being popular," because everybody want to be popular. You see them all the time, taking pictures next to cars that's not theirs, posting up to a Lambo like, "Yo, that ain't your Lambo." Or posting up at the airport at Delta knowing that you flying Southwest. Like, come on, let's be real now, right? So when you learn to be anointed, you'll go from the back of the plane to first class. When you learn to be anointed, you'll go from getting divorced to actually being fully married. When you go from, listen to me, when you go from wanting to be popular, everything will shift. You'll sell out arenas. You'll sell out classrooms. You will do what most don't do, and you will be put in a realm and a place that puts you on a whole nother level. So listen to me. You see the motto. You see it. I'd rather be anointed than popular. You see the little thing right there. You know, some of y'all all hyped on Instagram because you got 10K. You got 10K, but you can't invest that into your bank account or pass that to your kids. So you looking rich on Instagram, but you broken. You looking rich on Instagram, but you really broke. So I'm telling you, stop looking for popularity. Listen to me. Popularity is for suckers. I need you to get to a point where you become anointed. And when you become anointed, woo! When you become anointed, everything shifts. Your life shifts, your kids shift, your family shift, your legacy shift, everything will shift. Stop looking to be popular and look to be anointed. Let's get it. It's your boy Will is blessed.